of my thesis, can I just say that here I do agree with Shoaib Bhai, but I have a different argument that I'll come to later. Yes, of course, any school or a college has a prerogative to prescribe a uniform, but then all religious identities must be concealed. There should be no double standards. I'll come to that in a minute. But can I please begin with telling you that there are two issues here and we must delve into them one by one. Number one, on this lawyer, Mr. Dushyant Dave, arguing for the hijab to be allowed, honestly, he was as coherent as the Punjab Chief Minister about the Lufthansa flight yesterday. I didn't know that the Jodha Akbar Memorial WhatsApp University has started dispersing BA LLB degrees. He needs to be careful because if his other clients heard his ridiculous support arguments, they will plead before the judge, my lord, हमने हमारे वकील साहब को सुना है, हम अपने आप ही अपना केस लड़ लेंगे, my lord, उनकी जरूरत नहीं है. Seriously, Navika, if I was hell, I would have advised him, Dave, the law may be an ass, but that is no reason for a lawyer to behave like one, Dave. I mean, Navika, where to begin? We are living in an age of wokeism, victimhood, selectivity and political correctness, and no one exemplified it as much as Dave did today. Has he been jabbed with an anti-vax vaccine instead of Covishield? Islam, he says, came to India without conquering. Really? Akbar, he says, was mellow. Really? The Ghazi of Chittor and the man who ordered non-hijab wearing women into prostitution was mellow. Sabrimala, he says, was discrimination. Really? There are many Hindu temples where men are barred entry, and there are many Sabrimala temples where women are allowed entry. It was only in this particular Sabrimala temple that because of the vow of the deity, menstruating women in a particular age bracket were not allowed on entry. And as for menstruating women, does he know that it is forbidden for a menstruating woman to touch Quran, recite a verse, enter mosque, do salat, perform tawaf, fast, have sex, 56, 79, 222 and Hadith Sharif. So are you going to redact all these verses? This man Dushyant Dave wants to liberate Hindu women, but cat gets his tongue when it comes to allowing entry of Muslim women into mosques or ordaining women as Catholic priests. Navika, very briefly, point number 2. I have said this before, that while hijab or a burqa is an oppressive symbol of misogyny or patriarchy, you may deem it, the holy book is very clear on how a woman should dress. Quote, and tell the believing women to reduce their vision and guard their private parts and to wrap their head covers over their chests and not expose their adornment except to their husbands, fathers or males having no physical desire. 24:31 quote, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves part of the outer garments that is more suitable, that they will be known and not be abused. 33:59. So every true Muslim woman, Navika, has to adhere to this dress code. Finally, 30 seconds. There should be one rule, as I said, and no duplicity in implementing it. So a school can ban hijab because it has a specific rule of a uniform, but it cannot then at the same time allow unconcealed janehu, kada, cross, circumcised organ or a turban. If a school allows for dress codes or identities of other religions, it has to allow for Islam. No duplicity.